Hello and welcome back to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode. This is episode 19 and we're going to go over our list on the clipboard here today. And it's quite a bit, but we're going to focus on how to enchant, let's say, a diamond mesh for your sieving. So let's take a look at that and we'll get right into it. Right behind here is where I sort the loot bags right down here. Right here. I made the little icons there. So I sort all the loot bags, and I even have the solidified experience, which you're going to need for the enchanting. So I just left click, grab some of these, and then I hold shift and right click takes the whole stacks of them in at one time instead of doing one at a time. So you have lots of these that you've got from your mob farm. Then you come back here and you're going to build this. Very easy stuff. An enchantment table, bookshelves. I put 15 around here. That's going to give me access to level 30 enchants. So got that. Got a stack of books and some lapis. And we're going to go just like this. We're going to walk up. We're going to put the books in, the lapis, and then we're going to go over this. And we look for anything sieve related. None of these. And if you don't find anything, just pick whatever whichever one you want. And you go like that. And you're just going to work through the list. Ooh, sieve efficiency 1, 3, both of them. Nice. We're going to put that one. We'll put that down there. Just like this. We'll do that one. So you just go through the list like this. Ooh, there's a fish. Just like that. That there. And I'm just shifting, clicking. Withering, unbreaking 3. Interesting. So it's just a random way to get all these different things. Oh, we'll do sharpness again. So we're just trying to get some more, we'll take an extra silk touch. That's nice to have. I'll put that right down there. Sharpness. Take sharpness. So I'm going through and I'm looking for all these. Come on. Just kind of random. Fortune. Sieve efficiency. Okay. So you go through a bunch of lists, and if you need more, what you would call it, experience, you just grab a bunch of these right here, shift right click, and you go right back up so that you can still do as many enchants. So after you've done a whole bunch of enchants like this, then I come back over and I toss these extra enchants up here, and I'll work on those in a bit as well. That silk touch I'm going to save for later. I can toss these right back in here, and then we'll grab one mesh to one non-enchanted mesh. So let's take a look at what we have now. I saved this one from before. We have efficiency 2, and efficiency 3. So right here we have an efficiency 3 as well. So let's go like this. And we're going to combine these and these. And we just go like that. Oh, there we go. Doesn't cost too much. Now we have another 3. We're shooting for a 5. So now we've got a 4. And if you do enough of these, you're going to end up with sieve efficiency 5 is what you want to shoot for. And luck of the sea 3, and fortune 1, 2, 3. And once you get that, you're going to come over, you're going to take one of your sieves. We'll put this back over in the efficiency 3 spot. And you just pop this here, pop that there, and boom. Just like that, you've got your efficiency 4. I'm not going to put that on there because I'm shooting for a 5. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's say you have a book. It's back right in its pile. Let's say you have a book with multiple things on it. You know, sieve efficiency 4 and blast protection. You don't want that on your mesh. I've made an enchantment extractor, and I've powered it with the wireless RF transmitter. You can power it with anything. And you put a stack of books here, and if it has two enchants, it'll just separate it off, and now you'll have, each enchant will be its own thing. So that's a nice feature. You can also put that's number 4. We'll put that there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just kind of sort the things myself there. You can also put your armors, all that kind of stuff in there for an easier sorting. So feed in armor, any kind of armor and everything, and then it'll strip off the enchants, and then you can save the enchants that way. There we go. We're gonna save that soak touch for later. I've already made one other soak touch, simple one for the nether quartz down in the nether. So that was pretty easy stuff, and then you would just go right back to your God, the walk. I need a speed boost on this this character so bad. That's why I made everything vertical. So then you just go back, and what I would suggest is putting a way to turn off your sieve by stopping the feed. I'd turn it off like that, and maybe even a little light that reminds you that it's off, and that way you can walk up and actually do work on that. Not only that, but I would find a way to turn these off as well, so that your absorption hoppers aren't breaking the sieve. So you just kind of come in here, pop it out, put the new sieve in, and go right through the work. Now the bad thing is these are enchanted right here, and there's no easy way to tell unless you take it out, so you just kind of have to remember where you've left off. Not only that, you probably don't want to have to make over 100 enchanted sieves. You want to move on to an automated sieve by that point. So early on, you'd want to do these enchants where you have maybe like 9 diamond sieves, and you want to use some of that solidified experience for that, and then you'd have the enchanted ones. And it does work quite a bit faster. I've noticed that it's probably the efficiency 5, maybe double the speed of the regular ones. The fortune, I haven't put the fortune 3 on there yet, but it's pretty neat. Oh, don't forget to turn it back on. All right, I think that covers that. What are we working on? Oh, the shuriken upgrades. I'm trying to make that unbreakable and upgrade the quality of it. So it was doing like 3.5 damage. Now they're going to do a lot more. So let's go take a look at that. Here's the shurikens, and this is how I went about that. Pop these in here, and that there. There we go. Now we can actually see what we're doing with these. There we go. This one's already unbreakable. I'm working on my second one, and how you do that is you pop it in here. You've made the shuriken out of whatever blades and knife blades that you want, and you make these. This is easy to make, actually. It's just the obsidian. We know how to do that. And any cast in the middle makes a pile of those. And then you'd come along, pop that in there, and I don't have enough modifiers, so I need one more. Well, the level is 463 versus 1000. So let's go take a quick peek at our mob farm. I think we can go there like that. Or is that going to be our sorter? Nope, our mob farm is out here. And what I'm going to do is, don't want to get too close to that. I learned the hard way. We're going to turn it off, and that's basically turn it into manual mode. So let's go back home, and that way we'll give it some space to start spawning those out there, and we'll show you what it does. Pretty interesting. Whew. So we do that. Now I wanted to upgrade the this thing to manulin. Manulin is made with, I believe, ardite. You can melt the cobalt on the ardite down, and I just melted it down in here and popped in the knife, poured that out, made the upgraded knife blades type thing, and there's the sharpening kit. I did the same with that, and popped it on there, and changed that. So now the attack pretty much doubled. Now it's 7. I also added, because they're made of manulin, it added this insatiable trait. During combat, you deal more damage, but also consume more and more durability. Oh no, cold-blooded. Deal increased damage to targets at full health. So I don't know how much more it deals, but it's quite a bit, and we'll get a good look at that in a second. So there's the manulin that I had to do. I had to make new sharpening stones. We have those, and these aren't going to be really used anymore because I've upgraded almost all my stuff to that. So we could probably pop these in here. The sharpening kits we'll put back over in the more used box right over here. So that's how you would upgrade your shuriken to make it unbreakable and a lot nicer. So let's go do that. Let's clean this stuff out. There we go. Shuriken kit. We'll put these right down in there so we don't forget where they are, and off we go. I think we're in good shape. Let's go take a look at the mob farm. I have a key for that, and sure enough, they're all really upset. We're gonna pop this here, and let's do this. It should pretty much one-shot all the basic monsters instead of sitting there shooting multiple times. Yeah, it's destroying these things a lot faster now. And how much experience did we get? Not very much, but you can let this build up and get quite a bit more. I already have an unbreakable one. I just turned that back on, and I just popped this in here so that it goes a lot faster. That way I can just go boom, boom, and repair it as needed. So let's put this away. We're gonna put that there, and of course this is already building up quite a bit of the junk in the trunk. And we're in good shape. There's that. And let's go back to the town. Back to our. That's kind of fun. Let's go back up and take a look at the clipboard. We're way up here on this. And did we cover that? The Civ enchants, yes. The shuriken upgrades, we figured out that. Let's go take a look at the new civing setup. I found that I really did need a third set. Because what would happen is, let's say you had a bunch of dust, but then this had a little bit of sand in the middle there, in the actual shaker. It has an inventory there, and it wouldn't let's say it had just a bunch of sand coming in just randomly, just enough to not allow the dust to go in. It was backing up. It can't do 2. It really just can't intelligently do 2 at once. And we'll even go over here, and we're going to give it some raw sand and some raw. Let's find out right here. I hope I have some. It worked through all of this. I had, I don't know, like 20,000 sand and 20,000 dust. And now, there we go. We do have some dust now at least. And these were always full too. The overflow was just immense. And now I don't have any overflow. 62,000 flint. So I can feed this in manually as well. So we're going to feed the dust in. Now I could put it here, and it would know how to sort it, because this one only allows sand in, whitelisted. So forth, dust goes right in here. So we can just put this in here like that. And it's going to go through its system, comes in here, figures out which ones are allowed and where. That middle blue, triple blue, the third blue, then 2 double blues. So the 2 double blues is right here. So it comes out of here, sorts into these, filters out of these for backup. So if you're doing a bunch, I've had these all full when I've done a bunch at once, and it just does its thing. So it's pretty neat when you get all of these going with a ton of sand and a ton of dust and gravel. That's just doing gravel and netherrack. I haven't made a netherrack specific one yet. what I'd do is I would turn off the gravel and let that back up, and then just run the netherrack through the system as needed, because I can just turn these individually off and on by the filters. So the other thing I noticed was when it was running at full speed, it was not able to keep up. Those two absorption hoppers were not able to keep up. You had a bunch just sitting here floating, not being picked up. Eventually it got to it, but not quick enough, so I doubled up here and doubled up an extra set there, and I had the original janky system over here. Right there. And if you guys have any questions about this, just let me know. Uh-oh. That's not good. I should turn that one back on. Must have turned it off for some reason. Is everything else turned on and off? I added more switches. This is the old one, so it doesn't really work as well. I mean, look at that. I have holes in the thing. It's just terrible. It doesn't stick out the back. It's bad. This is the best one that I've made so far, where it's nice and symmetrical. It's easy to access. I can actually see all the way down there. I can see what's in the actual auto sifter. Looks like 30 dust, 11 dust, 30 dust. It has an easy access here that I can switch it on and off. And oh boy, easy there, buddy. Whoa! Doesn't matter. And right there, it sticks out nicely at the back, and I can extend this another 8, so it would speed this up even faster if that was necessary. Everything's working smoothly now. I don't have any overflow. It understands the system nicely, and we can auto feed it in these results. We can auto feed these in right over here like we used to back in the day. Right up here. And we just go, and it takes us to this room. I don't know if this is on the list today or tomorrow's episode. Let's see. Oh, that's going to be tomorrow's episode, but I ran into issues here and back there, so I fixed those too, but we'll do that in the next episode. Let's go back up to the top to gather our thoughts. Ooh, it's all up here. Let's do this. I can't help myself. Let's see if we can actually hit one of these cows. Kind of see. Oh. Come on. No, so that is as far. So if we do like this. Oh, so you get too high. That is about as far as I can get. Let's go to the farm. And this is where they all landed. Almost got to the cow. A refined fuel. Let's take a look at this guy. Oops. We'll pick these back up just because. We should have a 10-10-10 here now as well. And we'll take him. And sure, why not? What about this guy? Fluid cow, molten I mean, why not? Here's our extra pouch of goodness. We'll put this one and this one away. We'll take this and this out. And that's why I needed so many lassos. We'll take him away too. Beautiful. Oh, there's another cow. They're everywhere. And we're going to go put this away as well. Come on. What kind of cow is he? Ooh, mushroom stew? Whatever. We'll take him. Does that lead out to... It does. Don't go that way. And we're just going to pop this away. And I'm going to have to replace that, but I won't do that on camera. I'll go grab new lassos and put them into my other sorter. So let's pop this up, put that away, put this away, and let's take a look at the clipboard. Alrighty. Third set of sieves figured out. Now let's go. Let's do this. Iron crafters. We're going to do all 3 of these. Let's go up, and into here. Well, I needed, because I was adding more equipment to the system, I added more coal generators. Another whole set of them. that one's full. See how it's kind of a little bit weird? And what happened was I only had the one pathway into this system here. And it was a bottleneck. I think these mechanism things couldn't keep up with the transfer of all that. So all I did was I added more routes to get to the battery that kept the battery up. And then there's this. I'm looking at 2100 out of 3200 possible. So we're in better shape there. This whole system just stopped working because it was drawing too much and not getting enough fed into it. So I kind of went overboard. I'm like, okay, you want more connections? There's the more connections. And sure enough, we're still working on our sticks and charcoal. What I did down there is, let's go take a look at our sticks and charcoal room. I added an extra set of trees here, just the oak trees, but I can replace those with any other saplings that I find in the future. I added another, because this was getting low, now it's actually building back. This was actually it went down to this low on charcoal. Now, since I've added one more of these, it is now rebuilding its charcoal levels. And I can always just flip this switch, but I don't want to do anything manual. So we're in good shape there. We're up to 116,000 charcoal and 100,000 sticks. And when I added this one on, I did the same filter at the top, and it feeds the sticks in from the back, just like that. See how the sticks come out here? And those are whitelisted. But when I added this, I wanted to make sure that the things that were passing over the top were frequent enough that this would get something put in there. See how it's not doing it? Nothing. Now finally it got something. Well, the only way to do that is to increase the number of possibilities that are being produced. So it looks like I would add another set of these of different trees, and when I do, then this will be running more often and more efficiently. So it'll be in good shape, and then charcoal won't be an issue. Or you can just add another you can expand this system, move this over. The dirt production, it's been going well, but since we went to the end dimension, you could just go down there and vein mine dirt and get stacks and stacks if you wanted to, and just not even care about this approach. This is passive, and it's kind of nice to do it that way. So let's take a look. That pretty much explains that, and the reason being why I added more, I upgraded the pulverizers, and I'll show that in the next episode. But I also added this really important feature. I was up to, I think, like 26,000 extra ores, or the pieces, these things. And this single machine was not able to keep up at all. So much would come across the top here, it wouldn't have it would all fall in here, but this machine wasn't able to keep up. And also those machines were not able to keep up, so that's why I've upgraded those, and I'll show you how I did that. Also, the power level, once I upgraded those, became an issue. So I'll have to explain why, or how I solved that issue as well. So I added 4 more of these, or 3 more of these. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, all doing iron ore, and it should be a lot more future-proof. As you can see now, this one is actually able to keep up, and because there's not any spike in production down there. Once I get a spike in production, what was happening is it was overflowing greatly, and it was becoming an issue, so I solved it that way. So let's go back to the home. It's always a nice place to just look at the different things. Also, this is our current setup. The RAK I store in my bedroom over there, so let's go. We have the 15. Let's take those out, and we'll pop them in for our total. We're going for what is that? 7. We're going for flight at 621. We're almost. I don't know. We're not there yet. More quests done, and we'll get the flight unlocked, and we'll see if that's. I want flight badly, especially for the Twilight when I go in there. we'll be using the ability bottle of light. That's what we're going to be buying. Unless you guys know of something else I should buy. Now let's see what else we did. The 4 iron crafters, the 3rd ender furnace, and the ender pearl farm. I finally... Oh, there's the roof. All I did was... Oh, that's interesting. I left it so that this would show the thing, but it turned off. Let's see. Gather anything. Show working area. What I did is I put a range add-on of the 7th level, and instead of just gathering in a tiny area, it covers all of this, and we can kind of look down on the thing this way. So it covers that whole area, puts them right into the thing, and we're in good shape. Oh, easy there. And it pumps out the extra fluid, and what are we at? 135 buckets out of 4,000. So we're in good shape there, and it pumps these out, and it just puts them in here for us. And what I could do is I could pump them directly into our sorting system too, but so far I haven't really had to bother with that. So far we're in good shape. The iron ore, let's go take a peek at that. Should be 10, 10, 10. It started out, it was close, at 10, 8, 10. Grew down with the fertility. Let's take a look at the final result there. Well, what we'll do is we'll break them all. So I'm going to replant these anyways. Eventually. Oh, it looks like because that was the first one, and I suspect that was the 10, 10, 10, I bet you these are all 10, 10, 10s, and these are not. There's one that's not. So it only took 2 mutations. Got there to the 9, and then it went 10, 10, 10. I bet you these are just... There we go. This was that, so I bet you this is that's a 10, 8, 10. This is going to be a 10, 9, 10 then. So these are going to be garbage, and these are going to be the good ones. And I'll even throw away this extra iron. Sure enough, it makes sense. There it is. We'll throw those away. We'll put that in there. We have extra sticks going. And iron ore. I shouldn't have thrown away that little piece of iron. It's okay. Iron ore is going to go right here for now. God, that's so tiny. Ugh, I don't like that. And I threw away the iron. Did I put any iron in here? No. Oh, yes! 1 piece of iron. Kind of like just a placeholder. There we go. So now I know the product is iron. There's the iron ore, and that's 10, 10, 10. Whew. So much more work to do in here. So with that, I think we can wrap up the episode. This is basically to show you how to do the sieving and maybe upgrading that. We're in good shape. Ooh, I should probably turn that off. I hope I turned my mob farm on. It looks like I did. Okay. We're in good shape. Oh, I gotta kill that chicken. Some more fluid cows spawn out there, and we're in good shape. Well, I hope this helps. If you like these kind of episodes, go ahead and subscribe and hit like or comment. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than willing to answer those. Tomorrow, the new League of Path of Exiles comes out, and I'll be doing that in Ruthless mode. And it's a lot of fun. And I'll still be doing this as well, because this is really challenging, and I really do enjoy it. Let's jump and see what happens. Oh boy, I've never jumped from up here. Oh, but it replaced it, and only 2 damage. Oh, but oh, that's not good. I shouldn't have done that.